Hello Gemini, I'm Tamara and I'm going to do your love and relationship reading for second half of September 2018. For this reading is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon and Gemini Rising sign, and I hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't, please watch your Moon sign or your Rising sign. For this reading I'm using Tarot Illuminati. I'm going to use some Lenormand deck, and I'm going to draw additional oracle decks. All the decks are listed in description box below. While I'm shuffling quickly, I want to say thank you to all my subscribers for all your likes, all your comments, all your shares. And for private readings, please contact me. All the information how to find me is underneath this video as well. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we have for you, dear Gemini, for the second half of September. And this is love and romance reading for Gemini for second half of September 2018. Okay, we have Five of Wands, Queen of Swords and Ten of Wands. We have King of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Four of Swords, and underneath the deck we got Five of Pentacles. Okay, so the main theme is Five of Pentacles. Tells me that you've been left in a cold, have someone left you, or you know, has something happened. It's five always talks about either fights. You've got another five over here. It's also about changes. Unfortunately here is not very nice changes. It's losses, sometimes concerning health, sometimes concerning your properties, money, sometimes losses of, you know, relationship. Maybe you walked away, someone walked away, and as I said, it's being left in a cold. Underneath this card we got Princess of Cups, and Princess of Cups is also talks about relationship, but you've got like Nine of Cups, very nice cards underneath that. So has it been like a really nice relationship and you've been left in a cold, or actually, you know, after that maybe, you know, this future is quite bright and prosperous, and you've got the Empress underneath as well, which is card of fertility as well. So very nice cards underneath that. So yes, there is some sort of losses, but I think because you've got such a positive cards underneath that you know, after periods of struggle and tribulation, we always sort of transform, and life transforms and brings us something positive. But at the moment, I think with this Five of Pentacles, we got also Five of Wands. Fighting with someone, it's more sort of putting a lot of passion, a lot of fiery words. You know, it's a war. It's a word war. Accusing each other, you know, one attacks another person, and having a Queen of Swords, which could be you yourself, Gemini, it's air sign, Gemini, Libra or Aquarius person. But it also talks about trying to find the truth, trying to find the clarity. Look how she sits there, she's holding that sword. The sword represents, it's a sword of justice, sword of truth, trying to use that sword to cut the matter in half and get into the core of it, get the truth out of it, get the, you know, clarity as well. That's, I think, what you're doing. That's why you're fighting. Are you fighting with your partner? Are you fighting with someone in your environment, someone who is, because it's a love reading, who else could it be? And you're trying, while you're fighting, because you want to find truth, because you want to find the clarity, where maybe clarity where the relationship is going, you know. So what shall we do, you know, what's the next start, you know, what's the next step? And you're a bit tired out of it, you know. It's like really leaves a mark on you. It's like heavy burden on you, literally sort of makes you feel a bit overwhelmed with all that. The only positive out of this is that because Ten of Wands talks that this period of you carry that heavy burden is over. I think you can drop it, you know, on and sort of start a new page. After 10 there is number 1. 1 is a new beginning, new start. You know, it's it's heavy burden on your shoulders, all this, you know, arguments, peckish sort of all this being sort of not particularly serious, but actually sort of attacking each other, you know, maybe every day, small sort of arguments which really worn you down sometimes, all this. A King of Wands, fire sign, could it be your partner, a love interest, Leo, Aries or Sagittarius, or someone who's got that sort of characteristics of the fire sign. Very sexy, very sort of attractive, normally very handsome people of the fire sign, but they also very sometimes come across as they're vain. They sort of pay so much attention on their appearance rather than sort of what's inside. If it's a man, it could be someone who spends more time in a bathroom than you, and because he wants his hair to be perfect, because he wants to wear nice clothes, and you know. But he also likes fine things in life: good wine, good restaurants, good food. Also very talented. They could be artistic, very sort of. Creative, as I said, sexy as well, very passionate about, you know, what they're doing, very entrepreneurial, could work for himself as well, could be very creative as well. So that sort of person I see around you on the second week of, you know, end of September. And Eight of Pentacles is that working really hard. Are you working really hard on this relationship? And you know, you're a perfectionist. You want everything perfect. Sometimes, you know, everything perfect could be annoying for other people around us. We want everything perfect. We're working really hard on that, and you know, we want a perfect house, perfect job, perfect everything around us, perfect items. And that could be quite annoying for someone who is not as perfectionist as us. Also, a Pentacles is a sign, Earth sign, could be Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn, but it's also working really hard. Maybe you're putting so much energy into the relationship, you know, and it could be you actually working, physically just working so hard, and that could affect the relationship, or you're the breadwinner in this relationship. Maybe you're just the one who is not the one, but maybe you earn more than your partner, and you know, you work really hard to sort of to keep the balance in this union. And because you work so hard with Eight of Wands, I think that's what the Spirit tells you. I think it's time for you to have a rest. Not only you're arguing, maybe you're arguing because you are working so hard as well, because all this arguing is bearing, you know, on you. You feel really tired, and because you feel so tired, and also you still carry on, you know, working as well. So at home you're sort of always, you know, bickering with each other. You're working so hard, and this person spends all his time in a bathroom. Sorry to say, you know, it's a joke, of course. But then, so the Spirit tells you, and I think it's time for you to have some rest. Start thinking about yourself, dear Gemini. It's your card as well. Swords represent Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and Four of Swords talks about maybe spend some time for meditation, go for a spa, you know, retreat and recuperate, get the energy back. Not talking about going on a long holiday, but taking tells you, you know, to sometimes, you know, we need like a couple of hours maybe just for ourselves to re-energize ourselves. So that's what this card is all about, you know, re-energize. But I'm not very sort of happy with this card, you know, being left in a cold sort of. Maybe that's why you're arguing, because you want to know, you know, you've been sort of like cut off, and you're arguing about it, you want clarity, you want to know, so where are we going, so what do we do, and all this bickering, you know, tiring you. Let's see what additional messages we have for you from the Lenormand deck. And the first card for you, wow, Clover, it's a very lucky card. It's having a luck. So after that we have that, and I told you underneath you've got such a lovely cards. I know it's might be sort of this card is also a card about asking for help. Normally it's in different decks it's different, but normally it's depicted as two people who are crippled and they've got either health issues or they're just poor, they lost something. They're normally on steps leading to church or to some sort of prayer house, and there's a help available. Look, there's a light in that window over there. And you've got Princess of Cups. It's Princess of Cups is dating. It's a new relationship at first first steps with maybe seeing someone, getting offer from someone, getting messages of love from someone, which lead to so much. It's your wish fulfillment. That person is wish fulfillment. And you've got the Empress as well, card of fertility, you being so beautiful, attractive, that sort of things. And you've got the Clover as well. Clover is a very, very lucky card, card of karma, luck, success. And we have a whip. It will happen really fast. Talks about fast movement. If you are going to meet someone, if you're going to sort of fed up with all this, carry that and start something new, you will recuperate. I think, if you start dating someone, it will happen really fast for you. But it's a book. Gather your information. Whoever you're going to see, make sure you do your true diligence, find enough information about this person. I don't know, it's very easy these days, and I'm not saying about stalking someone on social media, but just check, gather your information. That's what this card's saying, because it's all will happen quite fast, but it brings you luck, or it's a luck for you to meet that person, I think. Let's see what's the Romance Angels card is saying as well. What's additional messages we have for Gemini for the second half of September for love and romance. Here we are. Got jumping cards. Only wanted one, but we got three. Okay, let's see what we have. We have getting to know each other. That's what this card is about, the book. Learning, getting to know each other, getting information. Very nice. Can you see it? Okay, I'll put it here. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Here we are. That's those cards. Started dating someone. And wish fulfillment card. And deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And I think it's over there. We're talking about all this fighting. I think you had enough. You will drop that heavy burden. So someone is in deception. Someone is in this relationship. I hope that one is talking about the new one. About that one worth waiting for. But if you are in a relationship now and you're bickering all the time, someone is wearing the false mask over there. That's all I have for you, dear Gemini, for the second half of September. If you would like a private reading, contact me. All the information is underneath this video. Otherwise, I'll see you in October. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.